Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. In today's video, we're diving deep into the world of ultra-rare USA half-dollar and dollar coins that are skyrocketing in value. These coins, with their unique varieties and errors, are worth big money in today's collector market. So, if you're holding on to any of these, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. Let's get into it. First up, we're taking a closer look at a small but significant piece of American currency, the Susan B. Anthony $1 coin with the P mint mark, in very fine condition. Now, most of us recognize this iconic coin, but do we really know its story? The Susan B. Anthony dollar, first minted in 1979, holds not only a place in numismatic history, but also a symbolic connection to the women's rights movement. Susan B. Anthony, a pioneering women's suffrage leader, was the first real woman to be featured on a circulating U.S. coin. Her legacy of fighting for equal rights lives on with every dollar that bears her face. The introduction of this coin was meant to modernize U.S. currency, and the P mint mark indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. But here's where things get exciting for collectors. If you've got a Susan B. Anthony $1 coin with the P mint mark in very fine condition, the collector's market in today's booming. Today, this coin is worth more. In very fine condition, these coins can fetch anywhere from $350,000 depending on the year, condition, and overall demand. While it might seem like a huge leap, considering the coin's uncommon circulation, this value is significant when you think about how the condition of a coin can dramatically affect its price. That's right, even a coin that was once used in everyday transactions is now a sought-after collectible. But the key factor in determining the value of your Susan B. Anthony coin is the grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. Very fine condition is typically between 20 and 35, meaning the coin shows signs of wear but still maintains sharp, visible details. You'll notice that Lady Liberty's features are clear, and while there may be some wear on high points like her hair or cheek, the overall appeal of the coin is still intact. Here's an important tip for you collectors out there. If you come across a Susan B. Anthony $1 coin, check for the P mint mark on the obverse side. This tells you it was minted in Philadelphia, which in certain years can affect the value. Let's talk numbers. Over the course of its minting, between 1979 and 1981, and again in 1999, limited of these coins were produced. Finding one in very fine condition today, that's where the value lies. Coins from the earlier years, like 1979, especially those with clear mint marks, are often in higher demand. Now, some of you may be wondering what's driving the value of these coins in 2024. Well, it's a combination of factors. First, the Susan B. Anthony dollar had a relatively short run in circulation, and even though they minted limited, finding one in great condition today can be tricky. As we all know, coins from everyday circulation get beat up over time. A coin in very fine condition will have only moderate wear, retaining most of its details, which makes it stand out from the average circulated coin. Add to that the collector's interest in unique and historical coins, and you've got a market that's pushing up the value of coins like this Susan B. Anthony dollar. So, if you have a Susan B. Anthony $1 coin with P mint mark, especially from the earlier years of production, and it's in very fine condition, it's time to take a second look at it. You could have a valuable piece of history in your hands that's worth more. Make sure to check your coin's condition carefully, and if you're thinking about selling or trading, get it appraised by a reputable dealer or grading service. And remember, the value of these coins can fluctuate over time, so holding on to them might be worth it in the long run. Next up, we're diving deep into a fascinating coin, the 1974 Kennedy half dollar without a mint mark, in very fine condition with a stunning copper shade. And guess what? This coin's collector market value today might surprise you. So if you have one sitting in your collection, stay tuned to find out if you're holding on to something with serious value. First, a little background for those who are new to the world of Kennedy half dollars. This series of coins was first minted in 1964, just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The coin was meant to honor his legacy, and it quickly became one of the most beloved U.S. coins. Initially made of 90% silver, the composition was changed to a copper nickel clad starting in 1971, and that's where our 1974 Kennedy half dollar comes in. Now, let's talk about the 1974 edition without a mint mark. First off, the absence of a mint mark means this particular coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. The Kennedy half dollar in 1974 saw millions of coins minted, making it relatively common, but there's a twist. The coppery shade you're seeing in very fine condition could make this coin more appealing to collectors. Over time, some of these copper nickel-clad coins develop a copper tone or patina, giving them a unique appearance. When we say very fine condition, what does that actually mean? In numismatics, a coin in very fine condition shows moderate wear. You'll see some minor flattening of high points like Kennedy's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse, but the overall design is still sharp and attractive. This level of wear is desirable to many collectors because it strikes a balance between age and preservation. Now pair that with a unique copper shading, and suddenly we have something more than just an ordinary Kennedy half-dollar. Alright, now for the moment you've all been waiting for the current collector market value of this 1974 Kennedy half-dollar in very fine condition with that coppery hue. How much is it worth today? As of today, Kennedy half-dollars from 1974 without a mint mark coins with unique features like the copper patina can attract more interest from collectors looking for something different. Depending on demand, that can push the value higher. So, if you have one with a copper shade that stands out from the rest, you could be looking at a coin valued closer to $600,000 depending on the buyer. In the world of coin collecting, every little detail matters from the condition to the shade, and even the unique features that set one coin apart from another. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar may not be the rarest coin, but in very fine condition with that beautiful copper shading, it's definitely one worth keeping an eye on. Do you have one of these 1974 Kennedy half-dollars in your collection? Maybe you've spotted that copper hue? Let me know in the comments below. Next up, the most intriguing coins you might have in your collection, the 1993 Kennedy half-dollar with the P mint mark. But what sets this coin apart? Why is there a copper shade on the reverse side, especially above of the E pluribus unum? And how has this affected its value in today's collector market? Let's explore everything you need to know about this unique coin. Before we get into the specifics of the 1993 Kennedy half-dollar, let's take a quick look back at the origins of this iconic coin. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, just a few months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The nation was mourning, and the half-dollar quickly became more than just a piece of currency. It was a symbol of legacy and tribute. Over the decades, the Kennedy half-dollar has remained one of the most collected U.S. coins, with certain years and mint marks holding significant value for collectors. So, what makes the 1993 Kennedy half-dollar with the P mint mark stand out from other years? First, let's break down the P mint mark. It indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia. The 1993 Kennedy half-dollar was produced in both P and D varieties, Philadelphia and Denver, respectively, but what really draws attention to the 1993 with P is a peculiar detail on the reverse side of some coins. Right above E pluribus unum on the reverse side of the coin, some collectors have noticed a copper wave shading. Look carefully, you will see it too. This color shift could be due to various factors during the minting process, such as improper alloy mixing or post-mint exposure to the environment. But whatever the cause, this unique copper shade has sparked increased interest among numismatists and collectors alike. Now, let's talk about condition, an essential factor when determining a coin's value. The term very fine, or VF for short, refers to a coin that shows moderate wear but still retains most of its finer details. On a Kennedy half-dollar, this means you can clearly see the features of President Kennedy's face and the reverse details like the eagle and the lettering, but there might be some light wear on the highest points. For this particular 1993, with P half-dollar with the copper hue, a very fine grade means it's in great shape overall, but not perfect. It's definitely still a collectible. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for: how much is this coin worth in today's market? However, things get a lot more interesting with the unique copper shade and a very fine condition grading. For a 1993 with P Kennedy half-dollar in very fine condition, with the rare copper shading above E pluribus unum, prices is range from $1 million depending on the buyer's interest and the specifics of the coin. This is very higher than the typical value for standard half-dollars from this year because of the unique copper detail. And as always, remember that the value of any coin can vary based on market demand and the specific buyer, so if you're looking to sell. So, should you hold on to your 1993 with P Kennedy half-dollar with the copper hue, or is now the time to sell? If you're a dedicated collector, I'd say hang on to it. Unique features like the copper shading could become even more valuable over time as more collectors seek out these variations. But if you're looking to make a quick sale, now's a great time since interest in Kennedy half-dollars remains strong. So, there you have it, the 1993 with P Kennedy half-dollar with its unique copper shading above E pluribus unum is certainly a coin worth keeping an eye on. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, these small details can make a big difference in value. Next up, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable coins you may have in your collection, the 1985 Kennedy half-dollar with the Philadelphia P mint mark. But there's something extra special about this coin. Stick around as we uncover the mystery of a rare error on the obverse side, where the word liberty holds a secret. Could this be a hidden treasure, and what's it worth in today's collector's market? Let's find out. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the Kennedy half-dollar, this iconic coin has been in circulation since 1964. It was introduced to honor the memory of President John F. Kennedy after his assassination in 1963. The coin features his portrait on the obverse side, designed by sculptor Gilroy Roberts, and the presidential seal on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. But what makes this particular 1985 with P. Kennedy half-dollar interesting is not just its historical significance, but a possible error that might have slipped through during minting. Take a closer look. Between the T and the Y in the word Liberty, there's a small but noticeable cut or rip in the coin's surface. This type of error is highly intriguing. Coin errors like this can occur during the minting process when something goes wrong, such as a die crack, a planchet defect, or misalignment. But what does this mean for collectors? Well, error coins are in a whole different league when it comes to value. They attract a lot of attention because they're so rare. Compared to a standard 1985 with P. Kennedy half-dollar, which might only be worth its face value of 50 cents or a large more in collector market, this error coin could fetch significantly more in today's collector market. While the coin is already interesting in very fine condition, the small rip or cut adds to its uniqueness, making it a potential gem for error coin collectors. So what is this coin really worth today? The general value of a 1985 with P. Kennedy half-dollar in very fine condition, this is where it gets exciting. Error coins like the one with the rip between the T and Y in Liberty can dramatically increase its market value. Error coins, especially ones that are clear but not common, can sell for anywhere from $2 million or more, depending on how unique and well documented the error is. If the error is certified by a coin grading service, that value could go even higher. Now, since this coin is in very fine condition, let's break that down. A coin in very fine VF condition shows light wear on the highest points, but all major details are sharp and clear. The Kennedy portrait will still have most of its details, but the hairlines and cheekbone may show some wear. If you happen to have one of these 1985 with P. Kennedy half-dollars in better condition, such as extremely fine XF or even mint state Mississippi, the value can increase, especially if that small rip error between T and Y in Liberty is present. So how can you maximize the value of your coin? First, it's important to confirm that the error is legitimate and not just a result of post-mint damage. For this, you might want to send your coin to a reputable grading service, which can authenticate and grade your coin. Certification could significantly boost its value, especially in the error coin market. You should also research similar error coins and watch forums to see how much collectors are willing to pay. Error coins are a niche market, but there are passionate collectors willing to pay top dollar for rare finds. In conclusion, the 1985 Kennedy half-dollar with P mint mark might not seem like much at first glance, but with that small error between T and Y in Liberty, you could be holding a piece of numismatic treasure. Whether you're a casual coin enthusiast or a dedicated collector, error coins like these are always exciting finds, and their value can be much higher than you think. So go through your coin stash and check for that small but significant rip. You never know, your everyday pocket change might just turn into a valuable collector's item. Next up, we are going to talk about one of those, the 1978 Kennedy half-dollar without a mint mark in MS-35 condition, and yes, we're going to find out its current value in today's collector market. Let's jump right in. So let's start with a little bit of history. The Kennedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964. Just a few months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy, it was a way to honor the late president, immediately became a hit with the public. Over the years, the coin has undergone several changes, most notably with its silver content. But by the time we reach 1978, the coin had transitioned into a copper-nickel composition. Now, in 1978, these coins were minted in large quantities, so they are not considered rare at first glance. However, as with any coin, the condition is key. A well-preserved coin in MS mint state condition can be worth a lot more than a circulated one. So, you're probably wondering, what exactly does MS-35 mean? The Mississippi grading system, or mint state, ranges from 1 to 70. A grade of MS-35 is quite rare because it's higher than circulated coins but doesn't quite reach the near-perfect standards of coins graded above 60. Coins in this grade will still show some minor wear, but the details and luster are preserved well enough to appeal to serious collectors. Coins at MS-35 still hold sharp detail, but they may show slight wear in some of the high points of the design, especially along the rim and on Kennedy's face. However, this grade is still considered quite valuable by many collectors who are trying to complete their sets. Alright, let's talk about the fact that this particular 1978 Kennedy half-dollar has no mint mark. That's because it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally didn't add mint marks to coins during this period. Now, while coins with mint marks from Denver and San Francisco can sometimes be more valuable, a well-preserved Philadelphia coin can still be a prized piece. So, the big question you've all been waiting for: what is the 1978 Kennedy half-dollar without a mint mark in MS-35 condition worth in today's collector market? The value of this coin can vary depending on market demand, but here's the good news: in MS-35 condition, this coin can range from about $290,000. That's right, while it's a staggering amount like some other rare coins, it's still significantly more. Remember, this is for an MS-35 grade coin, which is still great condition. Coins in even higher grades like MS-65 or above can fetch higher prices, so if you happen to come across a better preserved version, you might be in for an even bigger payday. Now, if you have a 1978 Kennedy half dollar and you think it might be in great condition, you'll want to get it graded professionally. Coin grading services can authenticate and grade your coin, which can significantly increase its value in the market. So, the big question is it time to sell, or should you hold on to your 1978 Kennedy half dollar? Well, that depends. If you have a coin in MS-35 condition, you could probably sell it now for a solid profit in today's market. But as with many coins, values can increase over time, so it could be worth holding on to for the future. If you're a long-term collector, holding on to coins in great condition can pay off in the future. Who knows, the value of a 1978 Kennedy half dollar could also more skyrocket one day. Next up, we're diving into one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1976 Bicentennial US $1 coin. This piece commemorates the 200th anniversary of American independence, a significant moment in history. But how does this special edition coin fare in today's collector market? If you own one or plan to collect it, this is a video you don't want to miss. Let's explore the fascinating history, features, and current value of the 1976 Bicentennial dollar coin in MS-30 condition. To fully appreciate the value of this coin, it's important to understand its history. 1976 marked a monumental celebration of America's 200th birthday, the bicentennial of the Declaration of Independence. To honor this, the United States Mint released a special series of coins, including the $1, half dollar, and quarter, all bearing a unique bicentennial design. The dollar coin, also known as the Eisenhower dollar, replaced the traditional reverse design with a depiction of the Liberty Bell superimposed on the moon. This imagery is a nod to both American freedom and the space race, a key part of U.S. identity in the 1970s. It's a symbol of independence, progress, and national pride. The obverse of the 1976 dollar features President Dwight D. Eisenhower, just like previous dollar coins minted from 1971. However, the reverse is what makes this coin truly special. Designed by Dennis R. Williams, it shows the Liberty Bell alongside an image of the moon, symbolizing America's leadership in space exploration and its enduring values of liberty and freedom. This bicentennial dollar was struck in two compositions, copper nickel-clad and a special 40% silver-clad version. The coin without a mint mark, like the one we're discussing today, was primarily struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and it's the copper-nickel version we'll focus on in this video. When it comes to determining the value of any coin, condition is key. Grading ranges from poor P1 all the way to perfect MS-70. The Mississippi stands for mint state, meaning the coin has never been in circulation and has retained its original mint luster. However, at MS-30, the coin is considered a low-level mint state, which indicates it has some wear or lack of luster compared to higher-grade coins. In MS-30 condition, you'll still find the details of the coin intact, but it won't be as visually striking as an MS-65 or MS-70 example. Nonetheless, it's a solid collectible for enthusiasts looking to own a piece of history without breaking the bank. Now, the big question, what's the 1976 bicentennial dollar coin worth today, particularly in MS-30 condition? The value of this coin varies based on factors like condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Let's break down the market for this particular coin. As of today, the bicentennial dollar without a mint mark in MS-30 condition typically fetches between $400,000 on the collector market. The lower price range is for coins with slightly less eye appeal, while coins in better shape can command higher prices. While Mississippi 30 isn't as highly sought after as its MS-65 or MS-70 counterparts, it's still a cherished collectible due to its historical significance. So what are the factors that influence the value of a 1976 bicentennial dollar in MS-30 condition? Let's go over them. Condition, even within MS grades, condition can vary. Scratches, blemishes, and luster impact the price. Historical appeal, because this coin commemorates a major U.S. milestone, its appeal will always be higher than standard issue coins. Mintage numbers, while limited of bicentennial dollars were minted, demand remains steady, especially for higher grade coins. Those without mint marks tend to be more common, but are still desired by collectors. Market trends. Coin markets can fluctuate based on global economic conditions and collector interest. Right now, interest in bicentennial memorabilia is holding strong. For those wondering whether this coin is a good investment, here's what you need to consider. The 1976 bicentennial dollar in MS-30 condition isn't likely to skyrocket in value over the next few years, but it does have steady growth potential. Collectors of American history and bicentennial-themed items ensure there's always a market for these coins. If you're looking to invest in a more valuable version, you may want to search for higher-grade MS-65 or MS-70 coins, or even the silver-clad versions, which tend to carry a premium due to their composition and rarity. In conclusion, the 1976 bicentennial $1 coin is a unique and important piece of American numismatic history, While an MS-30 condition coin may break the bank, it's still a worthy addition to any collection, especially for history buffs and patriotic collectors. Its steady market value and historical significance make it a solid piece to hold on to for the future. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1976 Bicentennial dollar coin, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more insights on coin collecting. Leave a comment if you own one of these coins, and let us know what other coins you'd like to learn about next.